Gita, chapter 10, text 8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samandita. Aham, I, sarvasya, all, prabhava, the source of generation, mataha, from him, from me, sarvam, everything, pravartate, emanates, iti, thus, matva, knowing, bhajante, become devoted, ma, unto me, Buddha, the learned, bhava samandita, with great attention. Translation performed by Divine Grace, says Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation: I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Please repeat. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. I am the source of all. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So forth. The learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya, who know how to apply these teachings, can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopal Tapani Upanishad 1.24, it said, Yo Brahmanam Vidhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedhams Chagabhyati Sma Kṛṣṇa. It was Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in the Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again, the Narayana Upanishad says, Purusho ha vai Narayano Kamayata Praja Shrejati. Then the Supreme Personality of God, Narayana, decided to create living entities. The Upanishad continues, Narayana Brahma Jayate, Narayana Prajapati, Prajayate, Narayana Indro Jayate, Narayana Astu Vasavo Jayante, Narayana Ekadasha Rutra Jayante, Narayana Dwadasha Aditya. From Narayana, Brahma is born. From Narayana, the patriarchs are also born. From Narayana, Indra is born. From Narayana, the 8 Vasus are born. From Narayana, the 11 Rudras are born. From Narayana, the 12 Adityas are born. This is Narayana, is an expansion of Krishna. We said in the same Vedas, Brahmanyo Devaki Putraha, the son of Devaki Krishna is the Supreme Personality, Narayana Upanishad. Then it says, Eko vai Narayana sin, na Brahma na Ishano, Napo Nagni Somo Nime Vayo, Aprithvi na Nakshatrani na Suryaha. The beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Personality of God, Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no heaven and earth, no stars in the sky, no sun. Maha Upanishad 1.2. The Maha Upanishad also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord who is the creator of Brahma and Shiva who is to be worshipped. In Moksha Dharma section of Mahabharata, Krishna also says, Prajapatim charutram chapi aham eva sajami vai tauhi mam na vijanito mama maya vimohitao. The patriarch Shiva and others are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusory energy. The Varaha Purana also says, Narayana Parodevas Tasmat Jatas Chaturmukha Tasmat Rutro Bhavat Sacha Sharva Jnatam Kataha. Narayana is the Supreme Personal Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, from whom Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations. and he is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I'm original source of all. Everything is under me, no one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Kṛṣṇa. One who understands Kṛṣṇa in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master with references from Vedic literature engages all his energy in Kṛṣṇa consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Kṛṣṇa properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Kṛṣṇa to be an ordinary man. A Kṛṣṇa conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid unauthorized commentaries and interpretation of Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Kṛṣṇa consciousness in determination and firmness. So we'll see the verse again. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So we go to the Sanskrit. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matat sarva pravartate iti matva bhajante ma bhuta bhava samanvita. Very important verse spoken by Kṛṣṇa in the 10th chapter, declaring his supremacy. And not only he declared his supremacy, we also saw Prabhupada actually quoted in the purport. There's so many indications, even from the Vedas. Many people say we are Hare Krishna, we are very fanatic, we only follow Srimad Bhagavatam. But from the authoritative statements of the Vedas, Puran, even the Upanishads, so many references are showing how everything came from Narayana. Kadatit kalindi tata vipina sangita karava mudhabhiri nari vadana kamala aswada madhupa rama shambhu bhamma marapati ganeshar sitapado jagannatha swami nayana patagami bhavati. So he says in this verse that Rama, Shambhu, Brahma, Marapati, Ganesh, Sitapado, Indra, everyone, they all serving, waiting for a chance to serve the Supreme Lord Jagannatha Swami. Right? So the Lord is Supreme Lord, the Supreme Controller. Of course, we know his name is Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa means all attractive, right? Actually, even before we go there, we can see here. Soham Vishwam Sajam Vishwam Avishwam Vishwavedasam Vishwatmadam Ajam Brahma Pranatosmi Param Padam. This here, spoken by Gajendra. Now, fully desiring release from material life, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Person, who is the creator of the universe, who himself is the form of the universe, who is nonetheless transcendental to this cosmic manifestation. So, and he is the supreme knower of everything. So this is another indication of Gajendra is glorifying the Lord. He is unborn, supremely situated. I offer my respectful obeisance on him. This is the power of the Lord. Everything comes from him. Everything emanates from him. You know, and we are all part and parcel of him. Right? So God has many titles, like unborn, Ajaha, right? He is all powerful, almighty. So many titles are given to him, right? These are all actually, if you analyze, that's a job title. These are all various job titles. He is the Supreme Lord, Supreme Manager, Supreme Director. But actually, what is his real name? The real name is Kṛṣṇa. And do you know what is the meaning of Kṛṣṇa? What is the meaning of Kṛṣṇa? Anyone? Kṛṣṇa means all attractive. Right? Krish means akarshan. He attracts everyone. Na means ananda. He gives ananda, bliss to everyone. So actually, everybody is indirectly, you must understand, we are all indirectly in an unplanned way looking for Kṛṣṇa. So today we read the verse, Namam Ishwaram Sachid Ananda Rupam. We are singing a song to Lord Damodar, right? The first line it says, Namam Ishwaram Sachid Ananda Rupam. His form is Sachid Ananda. Actually, everybody is looking for these three things only. Sat means what? Eternal life. Nobody wants to die. We want to live forever. Correct? You're looking for not dying. You want to live. Of course, unless some people, they're very depressed, they want to suicide and all these things. But that is naturally, you want to live. You don't want to separate from your family, right? Number two, cheat. What is cheat? Knowledge. Everybody wants knowledge. Anybody wants to be stupid? Why we are going to school to study? Why we want to pursue a higher education? Of course, we are not. We are pursuing material education. We are not seeking transcendental education. That's the problem. Anytime we hear something which is wisdom, we feel in the heart something, right? When you hear some wise, some wise, or even if you are going to your social media, you see some wise quotes on Instagram, you feel, wow, today I gained some knowledge. Because you are looking for knowledge. Everyone wants to be intelligent, wants to be smart, right? If you study the Bhagavad Gita, you can see the Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue between. It starts with a dialogue between Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya, right? The first verse, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavascheva Kimma Kurvata Sanjaya. So what is the question about? Dhritarashtra is asking, what my children, the Kauravas, what they are doing and what the Pandavas are doing. So what is the conversation about here? He's asking about people. You know, there's a saying that small minds discuss people. People who, many of us, if you go out there with your friends, you can analyze what conversations are you having. Are you conversing about, hey, you know, this guy, this happened to him, that guy, he lost his job, this guy lost his wife. Are you discussing people? So this is exactly the first conversation that is happening in the Gita. It's a conversation of people and events. Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, what they are doing. Right? That is the external dialogue of the Gita. But if you go to the further down, the internal dialogue is between Kṛṣṇa and Arjuna. And it's not a dialogue about people and events. So small mind discuss people, events, what's happening in the world, you know, what's happening in this news, what's happening in America, some hurricane is happening, you know, Trump is saying this, all these are events going on. These are all small minds. It's not, right? But after that, the conversation between Kṛṣṇa and Arjuna goes to another level. And that is a conversation of transcendental knowledge, transcendental wisdom. So that is that wisdom we are actually looking for. But you know what happened? Because you're searching for that wisdom, you are trapped in that first level of people and events. You're not coming to the higher level of transcendental knowledge. And within the Gita itself, if you open, you will get everyday knowledge striking your heart every single day just by studying this knowledge of the Gita. You see? So my point is, number one, we are looking for eternal life. Number two, we are looking for knowledge. Number three, we are looking for what? Satchit Ananda. We are looking for happiness. Regardless whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, you may be what religion or this religion, doesn't matter. Any part of the world, any country you may be, you want to be happy, right? Everybody is planning for happiness. So you're looking for Ananda. But what is the problem? You are looking for Satchit Ananda in material things. You're looking for Satchit Ananda in things that will not give you happiness. Because the material nature is always changing. Bhutva praliyate parastasmat bhava anya. You know, it's always changing. How do you find happiness? How do you find knowledge? How do you find eternity in a platform which always changes? Cannot. Can you find, you know, in the middle of the ocean, you're traveling on a small boat, and then you're trying to find happiness in that boat? How? Anytime the ocean the wave will come and smash you. So Bhagavad Gita, Kṛṣṇa is coming to tell that come and find for me. You are looking for me. Ye yatama prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyama. Amavatman vartante manushya partha sarva. So Kṛṣṇa says in the Bhagavad Gita, as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. So everybody is following Kṛṣṇa to a certain degree. You may come, you're actually looking for Kṛṣṇa only, but like I said, you are looking in a very unplanned manner. You're looking for love, you're looking for happiness, you're looking for knowledge. All you're doing in a very unplanned way. And what is Shastra? Shastra is meant to help you to look for it in a very planned manner. You understand? That is what Kṛṣṇa is coming to speak the Gita. Krishna is coming to enact his pastimes in Vrindavan, in Mathura, in Dwaraka. So you can somehow be connected to him. And then you will get that eternal bliss, knowledge, happiness, everything you will get. See? So we are not knowing that we are looking for Krishna. In the Krishna book written by Srila Prabhupada, in the preface, I think George Harrison wrote a comment. George Harrison said, we are all searching for Krishna. So Krishna is what? Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Krishna is as we know, he's Aham Sarvasya Prabhaho. Let's go back to the verse. Matta Sarva Pravartate iti matva bhajante ma bhuta bhava samanvita. So we are looking, so Krishna is everything. I am the source of everything. Everything emanates from me. Now these important words here. Bhuta bhava samanvita iti matva bhajante ma. But those who understand this, they engage in my devotional service. Actually, what you are looking for is bhava. Everyone is actually looking for love, rasa. We are all looking for some, what is rasa, right? It's not easy to translate to English, but we are looking for some mellow taste. When we do something, when we watch a movie, we are hoping to watch this movie so that we can get some taste. Of course, the taste is temporary. See, you are looking for Satchit Ananda. So you are looking for, Sat means you are looking for eternal life. So you are trying to take some Botox. You are trying to do some facelift, dye your hair, right? That is not how you get eternal life. So you want to actually get happiness, bhava, right? You want to get love. So that is not working. You are trying to get knowledge. So you're going through all the world knowledge, everything. You're not feeling happy. And you're trying to look for happiness. And trying to do so many things which will make you happy, but it doesn't give you happiness. It is said that yehi samfarsha ja bhoga dukkha yonya evate. Dukkha yonya evate means from when dukkha is born, when sukha is born, when happiness is born, the yonya means the womb, the give birth. What comes next after happiness? Distress. So when you're happy now, what happens is it gives birth to distress next. And when you're distressed, next also happiness will come. So that's why Krishna says, Matra sparshashtu kaunteya, sitosna sukha dukkhada. Don't bother about this happiness and distress. They are coming. Just like today is raining, tomorrow will be sunny. You don't need to plan for it. Happiness, distress, coming and going. So don't be bothered about that. Be bothered about who am I? What am I supposed to do? What is the purpose of my life? How I can connect to my eternal dharma? How I can get eternal happiness? No point going after this temporary. So they said here that Buddha Bhava Samanvitaha. So those who understand that Krishna is eternal, those people are intelligent. Because here they are searching for the eternal happiness, Krishna. They're not bothered with the temporary happiness and distress, which will come like the heat and cold. So like you see, if you see the 5 topics of Gita, what are the 5 topics of Gita? The 5 topics is Ishvara. Ishvara, who is God, Krishna. Then there is Jiva, which is us. Then there is Kala, time which is changing. Karma is the actions we perform. And Prakriti is nature. So the 5 topics of Gita, the first topic is, who am I? That is Jiva, me. Right? Where am I? I am in Prakriti, I am in material world, material nature. What am I doing? I am doing karma. So these things are always changing. Always changing. But what things doesn't change? What doesn't? And of course, Kala, time is always changing. Time is bringing about destruction of everything. They said, Krishna says, Kalosmi lokaksham, I destroy everything. Mrityu harashaham. Sarva harashaham. Krishna destroys everything as death. And why does he destroy? Because he destroys what is not you. What you have accumulated with your false ego, ahankar, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Time will come and take everything away and say, this is not you, this is not you, this is not you. Then what is left? What is left is only you and that Ishvara, Krishna. Until you understand. So these 5 topics of Gita will help us to understand what is the meaning of purpose of life. And come to the permanent. Forget about Kala, Karma, and Prakriti. These are always changing. You come to the platform which doesn't change, which is me and Krishna. The anchor is there in your life. Once you have that anchor, the deep anchor of your life, whatever difficulty you face, you will not be shaken. Yam labdhva chaparam labam manyate nadikam tata. Yasmin sthito na dukkena guru na picha vichalyate. No more difficulty, because you are not attached to something which is temporary. When you attach to something temporary, anything change happens, anything goes up, you'll be happy. Anything goes down, you'll be sad. Right? But if you know that this is temporary, but my eternal relationship with Kṛṣṇa never changes. Whatever change I may experience in the world is not going to affect this permanent relationship, then I will not be disturbed. In fact, Buddha Bhava Samanvita, I will be engaged in his service. So when you now what we are doing, we are engaging in the service of Prakriti, and that's why we are not happy. We have to engage in the service of the Supreme Ishvara, Kṛṣṇa. And that is why you call Buddha Bhava. They're very intelligent. Those who can do this, they're intelligent. The devotees, they're intelligent, because they're searching for something which is permanent. You know, sometimes we want to do something in our life, but we may not do it because it's very uncomfortable to do something, to achieve something, right? Even materially speaking, you have to sacrifice so many things. You have to stop scrolling so much on your social media and spend the time to achieve the bigger goal. But then if you know that the bigger goal is going to give me more happiness in the end, then I will sacrifice these small temporary distractions, right? Similarly, everybody must understand that the goal of life, what is the goal of life? You see, this is the goal of life spoken by Prahlad Maharaj, 5-year-old boy. He is a Buddha Bhava Samanvita. He says, Etavan eva lokesmin Purusha Shva Artha Parasmrita Ekanta Bhaktir Govinde Yat Sarvatra Tadikshanam. He says that in this material world, to render service to the lotus feet of Govinda, the cost of all causes, and to see him everywhere is the only goal of life. This much alone is the ultimate goal of human life, as explained by all revealed scriptures. So Prahlad Maharaj was in this platform. He was in that bhava. He was in that prema. That every moment he does not see, we only see Kṛṣṇa if we come to a temple. No, we see him. After that, we don't see the darshan anymore. But he sees Kṛṣṇa everywhere. So darshanam means what? Darshanam means drishyate, to see. Right? Darshan means to see. Why are we in difficulties? Do you know why? Because our vision is there's different level of visions. First level of vision is through the eyes, through the senses. We are experiencing life through the senses. And anything, pain or pleasure we get for the senses, we will feel the pain. Right? So, number one, we are looking at our life through the vision of the senses. Number two, we are looking the vision of life through the mind. So, mind and senses, we are just stuck in these two levels. And this mind and senses are temporary. The mind one day will say, today this is good, tomorrow it will say this is bad. It's always changing. Nobody ever achieves success in life by trusting the mind. If you see, even materially speaking, people became successful in material life by controlling the mind only. If you do, is there anywhere that you did anything, you don't have any discipline and you achieve something? So our vision is very small. It's mind and senses. But Kṛṣṇa is giving now a higher vision to Arjuna in the Gita. And that is the transcendental vision. That is the vision of Shastra, philosophy, and it elevates to the spiritual vision. So if you analyze this vision to Arjuna's life, before the war began, Arjuna was seeing in a very material vision. He said, oh Kṛṣṇa, how I can fight this war? My grandfather is here, my teacher is there, my hair is standing and my body is shivering, my bow is slipping down, my Gandiva bow. Why? Because Arjuna was seeing the battlefield with his material vision. He was seeing with the vision of his mind and senses, and he was afraid to fight. Even though he's the greatest warrior at the time, one of the greatest warriors, he could not perform his duty. But what Kṛṣṇa did, he said, don't worry. He surrendered, but he was intelligent. We are always seeing with our mind and senses, but we are happy to be remaining there. But Arjuna was intelligent. He says, Sishyasteham sadhimam tvam prapannam. Kṛṣṇa, I surrender unto you. You tell me, you give me a higher vision. Tell me what I don't see, what I'm missing. And Kṛṣṇa starts to speak the Gita now. And Kṛṣṇa elevates that vision of frustration into a vision of Buddha Bhava Samanvita, a vision of devotion, a vision of beauty. And in that vision, he could see that even if difficulties were going on, he only saw Krishna. He didn't see anything else. That's why Krishna says, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. Mam anusmarat vidyacha. When you're fighting, you're doing a duty, but you remember me, you think about me. This is Prahlad Maharaj's vision. So the Bhagavad Gita is so important. And not only just reading Bhagavad Gita, you'll understand. You must listen. You must read from the words of the devotees, pure devotees. Prabhupada has given, and also associate with the devotees and understand the Gita like that. Because just by reading, also you may misinterpret with your own mind and senses. So which is why Arjuna says, I surrender, Krishna, you tell me. And finally, at the end of Gita, Arjuna says, Krishna is asking, have you understood, Arjuna? He says, Nashta moha smriti labdva. I have all my illusion is finished. Tvat prasad mayachyuta. By your prasad, by your mercy, everything is clear. Sitosmi gada sandeha karishye vachanam tava. Now I will act according to your desire. So you see, Arjuna had a vision of mind and senses. Krishna elevated it to the spiritual vision. There was a transformation of vision now, right? In fact, Arjuna had his will. What was his will? Krishna, I don't want to fight. You listen to what I tell you. You, Janardhan, you let me. I don't want to fight my grandfather. I don't want to fight my family. But you listen to my will. See, the problem in life begins, understand, when we are not in the same will as God. When our will, our plans are not aligned with the plans of Krishna, that's where we will face difficulties. Because Krishna has a plan for us. He wants you to come back to him. And you are telling, no, I don't want to go this way. But you know what? Krishna is so kind. He accommodates your nonsense plan and he still tries to help you. That is the mercy of Krishna. Example, let me tell you. One time I was driving. I was supposed to go to this place. I put the GPS. Location was set. Somehow I missed the turn. Okay. I made a mistake. I missed the turn. I continue missing so many, 5-6 turns further, no? And instead of reaching the place in 10 minutes, it got delayed by another 20-30 minutes. So whose mistake was it? My mistake, right? So some people will say, oh, everything happens by the will of God. Everything happens by the plan of God. If I did something wrong, it's because of Krishna only, not mine. No, that's not true. If you did a mistake, it is your mistake. Like I did a mistake, I missed the turn. But Krishna accommodated that and he still brings you back. How? Now you see, I missed the GPS, right? I missed the turn. And the GPS again reroutes my map. Okay, now you come back this way. Take this route. Again, I missed that. 5 times I missed, okay. I don't know what was happening that day. 5 times I missed the exit. And I was so frustrated. But again, the GPS reroutes me. Come back. As long as you have a proper GPS in your life, who is the Guru? Srila Prabhupada. Who is the Gita? Krishna's Gita. If you have this GPS, even if you go wrong way, of course, don't go wrong way. You are wasting time. Even if you go wrong way, Krishna will bring you back. Of course, even if you don't have the Gita and Guru, never mind. Krishna is sitting in your heart every lifetime to see how can I help this jiva to come back to me. You see his kindness, his compassion. Sometimes we are going through difficulties and so many bad karma in our life, right? You must understand that karma is there to help us rectify our consciousness. It's the compassionate nature of Krishna to help us. That we must understand that this experience is not what you want. You know, we are always praying to Krishna, please give me this experience. I want to know this. I want to help. I want to achieve this. So Krishna gives you, and once you experience it, then you understand this is foolishness. So it is said that those who are intelligent, they learn by just hearing. Right? Second level of intelligence is I learn by seeing others. Third level of intelligence is I have to experience, then I learn. Most of us are in that category. We need to experience, then we learn. So my point of the GPS is no matter how off track you go, if you had set the correct location, it will still route you back somehow or other. So Krishna accommodates whatever mistakes you did and he still tries to bring you back. That is the mercy of Krishna. But you need to take that mercy. You at least need to set the correct location. You need to know where to go first. So that's why the Gita is there to guide us what is the destination of our journey, where we are supposed to go. And if you see, so now as I come back to the point, Arjuna's will was not aligned with Krishna's will. So he was very distressed. So now if you miss the wrong turn, the GPS will tell you, okay, you can make a U-turn and come. But what will happen? you get frustrated. You waste more time, you waste more fuel, right? You waste the fuel. So that thing you have to, that reactions you have to face is your mistake. You have to face the extra fuel charges now. So this is the karmic reactions we are going through. But if you are determined that, okay, I will not miss that occasion this time, I will take the correct turn and come back. So when Krishna's plan is not followed, and what his plan is the Bhagavad Gita. And of course, Arjuna took his plan. He took his plan, and because he took his plan, he became successful. Like if you see that verse in the 11:33, is it? Be an instrument. Yeah, Nimita Matra Bhava Savya Sachin, Tasmatvam Uttishta Yasho Labasva, Jitva Satrun Bhungshva Rajam Smridham, Mayeta Naitam Purvam Eva, Nimita Matra Bhava Savya Sachin. So Krishna is talking to Gita, Arjuna, now Partha, you get up, therefore get up, prepare to fight and win glory. This is Krishna's plan. He wants Arjuna to fight. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement. Krishna has arranged everything. Don't worry, I've taken care. You just follow my plan. I'm there for you. Like how he's there, you see, in the front of Arjuna, protecting him from every single arrow. He said, and oh, Savya Sachin can be but an instrument in the fight. Nimitta Matra Bhava Savya, just be an instrument in my hand. That is what Krishna wants. So we will only be happy if we align Buddha Bhava Samanvita, if we align to the will of Krishna, then only we'll be happy. You understand? If you see another sloka, Ramananda Rai speaking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very nicely you can see. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's most personal associate is Ramananda Rai. So he says, Kaya kahe ami nata tumi sutra dhara, e mata nacho tai chahi nachi bhara. He says, Sri Ramananda Rai said, I am just a dancing puppet. You pull the strings in whichever way you make me dance, I will dance. How many of us are in this consciousness? We will do, something will do bhakti here and there, but something says, Krishna, I can't do all this. Please, you make adjustment to my plan, okay? But this is a pure devotee. Buddha Bhava Samanvita. He sees Krishna every day. I will dance. Not how you ask me to dance, I will dance. Exactly what Prabhupada said when he crossed the US to go to US in the ship, right? How many days in the ship? 40 days? Such a difficult journey. Prabhupada went to US and he doesn't know what to do. Why am I here? No money, nothing. But Prabhupada said, he wrote in the Jaladuta diary, he said, Prabhupada said, whatever you want me to dance, I will dance. You let me, I'm here to dance to your tunes, my Lord. If you see the next verse also, Mora Jiva Veena Yantra, Tumi Veena Dhari, Tomara Mane Ye Ute, Tahari Uchari. So he said, my dear Lord, my tongue is just like a string instrument and you are its player. See the word instrument? Krishna says, you be my instrument. So Ramananda Rai is following that. He said, my Lord, my tongue is your instrument. Therefore, I simply vibrate whatever arises in your mind. So he said, you play my tongue. What do you want me to vibrate? I will vibrate that. This is Buddha Bhava, surrendered devotee. That is why they are very close with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now we saw this point that we have to align to the will of the Lord. If we don't align to the will of the Lord, we are going to be in trouble. We are going to have a lot of frustration, just like how I had when driving. That's a small frustration. Like that, I missed 5 turns. How many lifetime we have missed driving this body? How many bodies we have driven going wrong way. And how many lifetime Krishna is coming to bring us back. So it is said here, but we have to learn from the Pandavas. This is why very important to learn from the devotees, pure devotees. You see this sloka, 116.6. 16.16. Saratya Parshada Sevana Sakya Dautya Virasanubhamam Stavana pramanam snigdeshu pandeshu jagat pranatim cha Vishnu bhaktim karoti nirupati charanarvinde. You see, jagat pranati Vishnu, this is the supreme Lord of Paham Sarvasya Prabhavo. He is the control of the entire universe. Universes are breathing, they are coming out like anything. But what is the relationship he had with the Pandavas? You see, the Jagat Pranati Vishnu. Maharaj Parikshit heard out that out of his costless mercy, Lord Kṛṣṇa Vishnu, who is universally obeyed, rendered all kinds of service to the malleable sons of the Pandus. See this word, malleable. What is malleable? Like if you see a sponge, you can easily change. You can, if like a Play-Doh, as you squeeze it, it will change the shape. If you take an iron rod, you can't do that. You take a brick, you can't do that. So because the Pandavas were very malleable, anything Kṛṣṇa wants, they will do. Kṛṣṇa was also malleable to their plans, right? So Kṛṣṇa was rendering personal service to them. How he was rendering? The malleable sons of Pandu by accepting posts ranging from chariot driver. He became a Partha Shardi. Kṛṣṇa became the driver of Arjuna because he was malleable to him, right? Kṛṣṇa became a messenger. He went to the Kauravas and asked for 5 steps of land, right? There is one Alvar called Peri Alvar. So he wrote, of course I can't repeat the Tamil, but very beautiful verse he wrote. He says, Kṛṣṇa, he went as a messenger to the Kauravas to talk to Duryodhana and ask only 10 villages. That Kṛṣṇa who is, he has Sankha Chakra Gadapani, Pita Vatsa Jagatpati, this 4 arms form, he has such a powerful, we hear the Vishnu Sahasranam, how powerful he is. Shiro Dhanvat Pradeshe, Sushimani Vilasa, Saikate, Mautikanam, right? Mala Krupta, Sanasta, Spatikamani Bir, Mautikir, Manditanga. So he's such a, this is Jagat Pranati Vishnu coming as a messenger to talk to Duryodhana. And what happened to Duryodhana? Duryodhana refuses. Kṛṣṇa is saying, my dear sir, please give just 5 villages, that's all. We will not fight. Duryodhana said, not even one pin of land. So he was totally against the plan of Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa was even adjusting, Actually, by right, Arjuna and Pandavas should win the entire kingdom. Kṛṣṇa is telling, never mind, even if you give 5 also, I'm ready to adjust to your nonsense plan. But he was arrogant because he's a demon. He was against the will of Kṛṣṇa. Demons are always against the plan of God. So he did not give him the 5. And then what is written? The Acharya writes, Periyalvar writes, Ammaye Appuchi Kaattugendran. Appuchi means, what? After he heard that, Appuchi means like that. Children, we play with children, we open our eyes and we show like, Kṛṣṇa, when Duryodhana said no, Kṛṣṇa was doing like that. Of course, he was not doing like that to Duryodhana. He did that to the gopis in Vrindavan. And Kṛṣṇa was playing with the cowherd boys and the gopis and all. Sometimes he will do like this and he'll scare them. And they used to get scared, but they are not scared like how Duryodhana got scared. So he's mentioned Appuchi Kaattugendran 2 times he was mentioned. One devotee, when Kṛṣṇa did like that, they are not scared. Of course, they got scared, but then they are like, they know this is my lover. This is my supreme Lord. This is my supreme husband, my supreme father, my supreme friend. Whereas when he did that to Duryodhana got shaken because Kṛṣṇa showed the universal form, right? The Virat group also he showed in the arena, and Duryodhana was trying to catch him. What was Duryodhana trying to do? Now we are celebrating Mother Yashoda trying to bind Kṛṣṇa by pure love. Kṛṣṇa showing you cannot bind me, Duryodhana, unless you have bhakti, unless you have Buddha bhava, unless you have bhava for me, you cannot bind me, right? So this is the thing that now I'm trying to. So you have to understand. You see, he came as a messenger. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan. Kṛṣṇa came as a messenger. Kṛṣṇa was a friend. Kṛṣṇa was a night watchman. When Pandavas were fighting the war, night time they were taking rest. Who was guarding them? Kṛṣṇa was guarding them like a watchman. Kṛṣṇa as Vamana is guarding Bali Maharaj in Patal Loka like a watchman, right? You want some bodyguard. Who's the better bodyguard? Best bodyguard. So according to the will of the Pandavas, obeying them like a servant, and see, he's obeying to the will of the Pandavas. and offering obeisance like one in younger years. See, when Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard this, Parikshit Maharaj became overwhelmed with devotion. When Parikshit Maharaj, the grandson of Pandavas, heard this, he started to shed tears. Oh, how great the Lord is, that he served my father's, my grandfather's, right? So, but we must understand one point here, that Kṛṣṇa did not follow the will of Arjuna. Even though Arjuna is pure devotee, because Arjuna was put into the bewilderment. But he wanted Arjuna to go into bewilderment so that he can teach the Bhagavad Gita. So through Arjuna, he can show us what is his will. The point is, Kṛṣṇa avatar is extremely special. It's the topmost. Because if you see any avatar, they just come, they do the activities, they go back. Varaha came, carried the earth, okay, go. Narasimha came from the world, tear the stomach, bye. Rama, he was there, but he didn't give much instructions. Rama showed by his actions. But that instructions mostly was given by Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is showing us how you should surrender unto me, how you should live. Rama was showing how a perfect human being behaves. But Kṛṣṇa went even further than that. You see? So this is the speciality of Kṛṣṇa's Leela, that he now used Arjuna's bewilderment to show us what is his plan. He's teaching us through Arjuna. So Arjuna was, again repeating, Arjuna was trying to make Kṛṣṇa follow his will. He couldn't do it. Kṛṣṇa said, you follow my will. Okay. But in the story of Damodar Leela, Kṛṣṇa couldn't do that. Kṛṣṇa had to follow the will of Yashoda. You know, Yashoda Mata was trying to tie Kṛṣṇa because Kṛṣṇa was so naughty. Because she was giving milk to him, right? And then while she was giving milk, the milk was boiling. She had to attend to the milk which was boiling. She put down Kṛṣṇa, and Kṛṣṇa got so angry. How dare you left me, mother? I came here renouncing the Vaikuntha. I renounce everything. I am the Jagat Pranari Vishnu. I am coming here to drink your milk, and you are leaving me. You are putting me down like this. Vishnu was quoting. He's saying that I left the Shira Shagar ocean. I am lying in the ocean of milk to take your milk. You are leaving me like that. He started to crying. He started crying as a child because Kṛṣṇa, you must understand, why is he the complete personality of Godhead? Why? There's so many avatars, so many persons who came. Kṛṣṇa is considered the complete one because, let me find that verse. If you see in Madhya, so he says here, Raja Kṛṣṇa Sharva Aishwarya Prakashe Purnatama Puri Dvaye Parovyome Purnatara Purna. So very nice verse. Kṛṣṇa is complete in the spiritual sky, Vaikuntha. He's Purna. He's completely in Vaikuntha. You know, where people are worshipping him with awe and reverence. Everybody worships Kṛṣṇa, and we are also worshipping like that. My Lord, I surrender unto you. Right? So he's even more complete in Mathura, Purnatara, Mathura and Dwaraka. Kṛṣṇa is even more complete. And he is most complete in Vrindavan Vraja due to his manifesting all opulences. But Kṛṣṇa is considered Purnatama in Vrindavan. Why? Why do you think so? Why is there a distinction? Because God himself does not want to be worshipped like God in Vrindavan. Everybody comes after him. Please, my dear Lord, I surrender to you. Please help me. This one, that one. I offer my prayers to you. Devatas are offering prayers. So many people are offering prayers. But Kṛṣṇa likes the scolding of Mother Yashoda. He likes the beating of Mother Yashoda. So that is complete God actually. Because God himself wants to reciprocate with you in so much love and devotion which is devoid of any awe and reverence. Today we are reading, right? In Damodarastaka. My Lord, I want to worship you with Vrindavan is without any tinge of any awe and reverence. Because when there's awe and reverence, there is like a business transaction. Kṛṣṇa, I'm worshipping you, yes, because I know you're God. But Vrajavasis don't know he's God. He said, I don't know. Mother Yashoda is like, I don't care you're God or not. You're my son. I will beat you. I will punish you. You better eat. If you don't eat, you will die. You better eat now. Can you imagine the love? The love of... That's why Kṛṣṇa loves Vrindavan the most. Even though he was there only 11 years. Only 11 years. Remaining time is Mathura, Dwaraka. 18 years Dwaraka. Rest of the life Dwaraka. But that Vrindavan Leela was written by all Acharyas. All Acharyas sang about Kṛṣṇa and Vrindavan more than anything else. Because that love that he displayed, because Vrindavan is a land of pure love. You see, it's a pure love. There is no business transaction there. Oh, my Lord, you are the great Vishnu. Please come and help me. Yeah? Nothing like that. Krishna, even Sudama, so Sri Dama used to fight with Krishna and say, you are so lousy, you cannot beat me in wrestling. You are equal to me. Krishna likes that. Doesn't mean you can imitate now. Now we cannot go and do that. We cannot try to bind him. Unless you have, if you are trying to just understand the love that the Vraja, this is the bhava they had. That kind of love that even God himself, the unconquerable rod, is becoming conquered. You understand? You cannot conquer him with like Duryodhana. You cannot conquer him with your money, with your wealth, with your beauty, your strength, nothing. But only with love you can conquer him. And that is why this Kartik month is very special. This Damodar month is very special. Because here we are trying to understand the love of Mother Yashoda for his son, for her son Kṛṣṇa. That is the bhava she had. And of course we cannot imitate that, but at least we celebrate that. See, the Lord is very intelligent. He is enacting various pastimes so that we can again recalibrate our goals in life. You understand? If you see this sloka, sorry. न यत्र वैकुंठ कदा सुधापग न साधवो भगवस्तदाश्रया न यत्र यज्ञेश मकाल महोत्सव सुरेश लोकापि नवेन सेव्यताम. So Krishna says, I mean, this is spoken by the devatas actually. So they are saying that na yatra vaikunta kada sudapakaha. So the pure devotees, where there is a place, there is no katha of Krishna going on. Na yatra vaikunta katha. The katha of Vaikunta, the nectarian katha of Vaikunta is not present. Okay. Na sadhava bhagavastad asraya. And so this Vaikunta, the katha of Krishna is flowing like a river. Imagine a river and is flowing with nectar of Krishna katha. And who is in that river? Na sadhava bhagavatastad asraya. The pure devotees are serving in that river. So wherever there is no katha of Krishna, wherever there is no sadhus, Bhagavatas who are relishing in that katha, na yatra yagnesha, wherever there is no yagya, sankirtana yagya, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, maha mahotsava, wherever there is no festival, right? Today is a festival, right? 1 month. Wherever there is no festival, suresha lokopi navai na sevyatam. Even if that place is the king of heaven's, Indra's house, even if it's Indra's kingdom, that place is useless. You see, so we'll read the translation. An intelligent person does not take interest in a place, even in the topmost planetary system, if the pure Ganges of the topics concerning the Supreme Lord activities does not flow there. If there are no devotees engaged in the service on the banks of such river of piety, or if there is no festival of Sankirtan to satisfy the Lord, especially since Sankirtan is recommended in this age. So a person who is in Buddha Bhava platform, a person who is a pure devotee, he will not be in a place where there is no katha of Krishna. He will not be in a place where there is no devotees association. He will not be in a place where there is no opportunity to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. And he will not be in a place where there is no festival celebrating the glories of the Lord. So now these festivals are here, very important, because they are here to again remind us of our destination. I was talking about the GPS earlier, right? You are putting one destination, you're going somewhere else. This is how we are doing our bhakti also. We know, everybody here theoretically knows that we need to go back to Krishna, we need to go back to Godhead, we must become serious in our chanting, but actually we forget every day also. And because we forget every day, Krishna created various festivals. Like this Kartik month is a very important festival to again remind us, your goal is actually to develop Krishna Prem. Your goal is to develop Bhava, love for Krishna. You understand? So if you think about it, Krishna is very intelligent. He arranges so many festivals throughout the year. Now our consciousness will be, of course, I did not speak much about the Damodar Lila. When Vishwambar Prabhu speaks, he'll go specifically more into the. But yeah, the topic of the Damodar, he also made the PDF you can read. So the point is, Our goal always gets forgotten, but the festival helps us to remind. That's why we have to keep coming and participating, keep coming, associating, engaging in festivals, making people come to the festivals. Like now we are very conscious about Yashoda and Damodar. After that, next year again will come, right? Starts with Gaur Purnima. You imagine how Krishna is so intelligent. When Gaur Purnima comes, everybody is talking about Gauranga, Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Kaho Gauranga. Then after that, Ram Navami comes. We are always talking about Ram. Then Narsimha comes. Then Radha time, everybody is thinking Jagannath. So what is the idea now? Krishna is very intelligently planning. See, you are planning one thing, he's planning another thing. Okay, you keep coming to my festivals, you keep engaging in the service, you will remember me, remember me, remember me. Finally, you will come to a point where you will see me every time. Prema Anjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. By your love for me, you will be able to capture me. That is the platform we want to achieve. So we must always come and hear. The point is, see, the first thing mentioned here is Na Yatra Vaikunta Katha. Unless you hear the Katha, discussion of Katha of Krishna, how the priorities will come, how the motivation will come to stay true to the vision. We are having our own vision now. How the vision will come to stick to the vision of Krishna? By hearing the Katha continuously. And if you keep hearing then next one, with the sadhus Bhagavata Sadashraya, with the association of devotees, then you will be nicely performing the yajna. And this will be the Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam. This will be a festival to your mind. Manaso Mahotsavam. In your mind will be a festival. Not only now we are having festival, every day will be Kartik festival in your mind actually. You will wake up, when you wake up in the morning, you will hear Namam Iswaram. Of course, we are very far from that platform. But that is the goal. Understand? At least we must fix up what is the goal. We should not have Dharma Projita Kaitabatra Parmo Nirvatsaranam Satam. The Srimad Bhagavatam actually tells you what is the goal. All the other goal which is cheating Dharma. Forget about it. Anything that is not leading to Krishna Bhakti is cheating. That is the power of Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Katha and hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam is very important. You understand? So here, this is very special pastime because unconquerable Lord. Aham Sarvasya Prabhaho. That kind of Lord, everything universe coming out. Here, the universe, he's called Damodara. Right? Damo means the rope, right? Udara means the belly. The belly is the abode of all universe. And that belly is being tied by Yashoda Mata now. Right? So how Krishna adjusted to, if you are a pure devotee, he will adjust to your plan. Because of course, because your plan is in line with his plan. If you see this sloka, Krishna says also, Nirapeksham Shantim Nirvairam Samadarshanam Manuvrajamyaham Nityam Puyayeti Angri Renuvi. Krishna says, if you are such a devotee, Nirapeksha. Nirapeksha means without any personal desire. You don't desire anything else but to satisfy my desire. Nirapeksha. If you are Munim means always contemplating about me. Shantam means very peaceful. Nirvairam means you have no material desire. Right? Let's see, what is it? Nirvairam. Not inimical to anyone, sorry. You're not inimical. You're not against anyone. Actually, how can you be not against anyone? Is it, if I tell you today I won't be against anyone, I'll be friendly to everyone? Possible. It is only possible if you develop love for Krishna. Because if you love Krishna, you will love everything that is his creation. So it's not artificial that you develop this. Unless you have love, you cannot develop these qualities at all. Some people want to study scriptures. I want to be a scholar, but that scholarship is not going to help you. You must study scriptures with the goal of developing love for Krishna, not just for the love of becoming a scholar. Everything that you do has to come to the point of, I want to develop love for Krishna. That's why I am trying to pursue this. And Samadarshana, equal to all. So Krishna says, Anu Vrajami Aham Nityam Puyayati Angri Renubihi. Krishna says, with the dust of my pure Anu Vrajami Aham Nityam Puyayati Angri Renubihi. With the dust of my devotees' lotus feet, I desire to purify the material world which is situated within me. So everything is within his belly, right? That belly which now is being tied by Mother Yashoda. He's trying to bind that belly. So everything is within that. But that belly, that universe, right? How the Lord wants to purify that every one of us. He wants to take the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees. And dust means not only dust, but the instructions, the teachings. Bhakta Pada Duli, Bhakta Pada Chal, Bhakta Bhukta Aveshesha, Teen Mahabal. Three very powerful things that comes from the pure devotee. Bhakta Pada Duli, the dust from their feet. What is that? Bhakta Pada Duli, Bhakta Pada Jal. The water that washes the feet. And the food, the remnants that they eat. Bhakta Bhukta Aveshesha. These are very three powerful things. And of course, their most powerful thing is their instructions. Prabhupada's instructions are there in all his books. If you can take shelter of that, then immediately with the dust of his instructions, you will be cleansed. And this is what Kṛṣṇa wants to do. He wants to take the dust of the devotee and cleanse the universe which is within his. So, I desire to purify the material world which are situated within me. Thus, I always follow the footsteps of my pure devotees. Kṛṣṇa says, now I am following the footsteps of my pure devotees. Right? So, how great are the pure devotees? How great are the pure devotees like Mother Yashoda? How great are the pure devotees like the cowherd boys, the Vraja Gopis? We have to follow their footsteps. So then, who are free from all personal desire. So this is the Nirapeksha Munim Chantim, wrapped in thought of my pastime, peaceful, without any feeling of enmity, and equal disposition everywhere. This is what the Lord's plan. So we have to surrender to his plan. And how to surrender to his plan? We can see that the Lord himself surrendered to the plan of Yashoda Mata, right? So catch hold of the pure devotee. Catch hold of Prabhupada. Surrender to his plan. Kṛṣṇa will be easily captured also. You know, in Chaitanya Leela also, we find the story of Kulavechar Sridhar. Kulavechar Sridhar was extremely poor, Brahmana. Nothing he had. But the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to visit him every day and play jokes with him. You know, so one day what happened, Kulavechar Sridhar has a jug, metal container where he keeps water. Very rusty. There's holes. Not clean also the water. You know, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he did, you know, he took that water jug and he started to drink. And Kulavechar Sridhar started to cry, my Lord, how can you drink this? Such a, you know, not clean at all. It's not very dirty. How you can drink this water, my Lord? Then the Lord says, you are such pure devotee. I'm taking your Bhakta Pada Duli, Bhakta Pada Jal. And he said, Krishna, then everybody was jumping and dancing when he drank that. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, now when I drink this, the universe within me will get cleansed now. That's why he's called Vishwambara. Vishwambara means he is the sustainer of the universe. And how he sustained the universe? He sustained the universe, of course, by Hare Krishna mantra, by teaching Krishna Prem. And he also sustained the universe by guiding us to take shelter of pure devotees thus. So teacher Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us like that. Take shelter of the pure devotees. Take shelter of, to this month, take shelter of the consciousness that Mother Yashoda had. Study about the Leela in the 10th canto. So finally, I'll just wrap it up. You can see this verse from the past times. Evam sandrishita hyanga harina britya vashyata swa vashnapi krishnena yashedam seshvaram vase. O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Indra is under the control of Supreme Personality Godhead. Today we read in the purport, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, right? Yet the Supreme Lord has one special transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. Now this was now exhibited by Kṛṣṇa in this pastime. Kṛṣṇa is showing how I am controlled by my devotees. So when we're talking about Bhav today, right? Who is the Mahabhav then? Radharani. So that's why people are in Vrindavan, Radhe Radhe. Of course, we're not going to say Radhe Radhe because Hare Krishna is also Radhe, Hare is Radhe. We follow what Prabhupada gave us. But the point is, Hare Krishna mantra is actually taking shelter of Radharani. So that Radharani will help us go to Krishna. Correct? So this is how we actually get success, real happiness, real goal of life. This is the highest goal of life. Prema Pumartha Mahan. This is the highest goal of life. Okay? So I think I don't have much time now. We have to start the Arati. So I will stop my class here. Anybody has any questions? Anyone has any questions? So there's no questions. We will have the last arati, and this festival will go on till the November 17th, right? November 15th. Deepavali day also, please come and offer the lamp. So anything piety, anything small thing you do in this month is very magnified, millions of times. So if you're not chanting, take the mantra, take the mahala.